Hello everyone and welcome back to another simulation news video which we have not done in a while. Today we are looking at a major new announcement by Dovetail Games, which is Train Sim World 3. So, Train Sim World 3, as you would expect, would feature 3 new routes and 3 new locos, and yes, you have guessed it, that is an American route, a German route and a British route. Nothing out of the extraordinary. Nonetheless, let's take a look first of all, I guess, at the routes and the trains, and then we will go on to what then is basically kind of the specifics of this DLC and all that, because there are a few changes. So the first thing to do note is there are 3 routes. So the first one is the it's not no particular order, but the German route, which features an ICE 1, which is the Schnell Fahrstrecke, which is basically meaning the quick route corridor. I think Strecke is like corridor, something like that, and it links the regions or the towns or cities of Kassel and Würzburg. So this will be the longest route to date to exist in Train Sim World 2, which is, I don't even know what the length of the route is, it doesn't say, but it has to be over 100 kilometers anyhow, because the London one's like 93 kilometers, the London Victoria line. So yes, this will be the longest route to date, and yeah, that's the first one. Now, one thing to note is they've chosen kind of more, not necessarily regional areas, but more less, I guess, they're not as mainstream. For example, it's not kind of like the most well-known places in Germany, for example. With the British route, it's essentially just an extension of the southern route. So basically what they've done here is that, no, let's actually say it here, because so the southeastern high speed from London to Ashford and Evesham. So basically the extension is to the Ashford and Evesham area. Not actually that says Evesham, but basically this is just an extension of the southern route that already exists. Considering, and I'll get to this later, but this is a bit disappointing, and I'll mention this why in a few moments. Then also the last one is the California route. So this is again a freight train for the US one. So what this is the, yeah, so that's about the south. Yeah, the order of this is a bit okay. Anyway, yeah. So let me just the pictures here are not particularly in an order, but yeah, the last one is the Cajun Pass, which is this. No, yeah. So the Cajun Pass, that's the one that is that is the one that's essentially the California route. So this is really a bit there's a different announcement page that was a bit, yeah. Let's go here, because this one is, yeah, there we go. Here we go. This is a bit clearer now. So basically, as you can see here, sorry about that, this will make life a bit easier for me. These are the 3 routes here. Yeah. Okay, this is frozen on me, but we'll get there in the end. So yeah, the third route is the California route. Oh yeah, here we go, Cajun Pass. So this is the Cajun Pass, which is based in the California area, and it basically links kind of like deserty areas. So it's kind of similar. They've, apart from the London Underground, they've kind of kept to the similar route layouts, because the previous American route in Train Sim World 2 was like similar to this, desert freights. The previous German route was again like the ICE high speed, and then the British route's a different story, because that one's not the London Underground this time. But I guess because the Underground is underground, they decided to go for something else. So yeah, there's just a bit more information about this. There you go. This is that. So yeah, essentially then the locomotives that will be featured are the BNSF GEES 44C4, which is one of the biggest freight. So BNSF is like the company, it's one of the biggest freight operators in the US. Yeah, you can read this at your own discretion. I'll post a link to this yoke in the description. Then you have the Deutsche Bahn ICE 1. This is basically a high-speed train, go up to 280 kilometers an hour, which isn't that fast compared to what other high-speed trains can do, but it's still fairly fast for European standards, maybe excluding France. And then we have here also the The reason I guess they've chosen this southern route is because it's actually Britain's fastest domestic route, so you can basically experience speed. So I guess speed is a bit of a focus on this because you obviously have the ICE and then you'll have the Javelin. Now, that being said, the speeds are 225 kilometers, so it's not particularly anything out of the extraordinary, but still. And it also stops at London St Pancras, so that's I guess the main station in London that you folks will see in the DLC. Now, basically, the way this works is there is going to be... So, there's going to be different packs and bundles. So, I guess the main thing is, obviously, one would wonder where the standard edition. So, the standard edition includes a training center, and then includes the 3 ones: the Kajan Pass, the Chanel Fast Strecker, and the Ashford. Now, what you'll notice is that this is €45. So, essentially, there is an increase of a 50% increase in price. So, what this means is that this is, instead of being €30 like was the case with Train Sim World 2020, Train Sim World 2, Train Sim World 3 is going to be at a minimum €45. Considering that essentially the London South Eastern is in essence just an extension, this is a bit disappointing because there aren't really been new content per se, whilst also increasing the price. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing, but that's what it is, I guess. Then obviously there's additional stuff you can do if you want to, I guess, not use all the routes. So you can get the Spirit of Steam starter pack, which again seems like a bit of a gimmick because you just get a training center. I guess the main one is the deluxe edition, but the deluxe edition gives you the Spirit of Steam, which I guess you get it for €15 rather than for 30. I think the Spirit of Steam was €30, so you save some money there. But yeah, those are the pricing. There is a 4 days early access. Now, I guess also the other thing is the main features of Train Sim World 2, so same with Train Sim World 3, because I guess obviously this is built on top of the Train Sim World 2 engine, so stuff will be compatible. So all this stuff will be, all the DLCs you have from Train Sim World 2 will be compatible on Train Sim World 3 from day one. That's what it says here on this page. But also the other main thing to note is that the main new features of Train Sim World 3 will be to do with improving the weather features and the skies, new lighting system, and I guess they've added in more extreme weather. They've added in extreme weather, so hence why you're seeing here snow, and this will be a new focus to, I guess, make the experience that bit more immersive. So, folks, that's kind of a summary of what's going to be happening with Train Sim World 3. It's going to be releasing on the 6th of September. So, but then you get the 4 days early access if you get the if you pre-order. Now, we might be doing videos of this depending what it is, you know. Depending if we get a key or if I'm bothered to spend €45 if we don't. So probably in the latter case it might be a bit unlikely, but we will see. And then also one thing to note about this is that it will still be on top of the Unreal Engine 4. So in terms of minimum requirements or recommended requirements, generally it should, you know, be kind of in line with the minimum requirements are for most Unreal Engine 4 games, although if they're adding in extra weather, one might not be able to run this thing very well if they have a lower spec PC when they're trying to run extreme weather. But folks, that's the news with Train Sim World 3, which is releasing in less than a month. And yeah, that's it for now, folks. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more transport simulation and transport content in general. And we will have some more simulation news in the future. Bye for now.